Yeah. So I was going to say something and now I'm hesitating to say it. If I'm hesitating to say it, it's probably something that I'm not supposed to say. Or if I say it out loud, it could work against me, sort of thing. I have to operate my lives as if my opposition is watching, like all the time. It sucks, right? Because I wish I could just be freely able to talk about things that are going on, but is what it is, right? When you have a bunch of people actively trying to ruin your life, yeah, you kind of gotta be a little mindful of things like that. But that's one lawsuit down. One lawsuit down. And with that one, like I said, I knew I wasn't going to get any money from them, but I was using a very crazy strategy. It was crazy, but it was effective. So I'm not sorry. That was the against me and Avena. They were attempting to draw blood from a stone. They rendered my family homeless and then tried to draw blood from a stone. Like they tried to take money from me knowing that they had done something horrible and put us in an awful position. Like the fact that we had to work so hard to get out of homelessness just for them to pull the rug from beneath our feet.
Mama, you look at Panda and she's on a game.
Eulogy, get off of the games.
We don't have internet for YouTube, okay? You only have internet for games.
Yeah, so they pulled the rug from beneath our feet and rendered us homeless and then tried to take thousands of dollars from us. And then they did this like on top of like, I took a 96-point loss on my credit score because of them. Like they really fucked us. They fucked us so goddamn hard. And I filed that lawsuit. I knew I wasn't going to get money from them, but I made them drop it. And that was the point. That was the point. Stop trying to draw blood from a stone. You already fucked my family really, really hard. Why are you still trying to fuck us? Just leave us alone, right? You leave us alone, I'll leave you alone. And then, so they were very ill prepared for that conference. And they had to go into a side conference room to talk about the negotiation that was presented. And they stepped out with, yes, but. And there was like, the judge was like, no buts. Because the but, they're like,
what about the online harassment?
Like, I don't have control over third-party individuals. And if other people are harassing you, then you should be pursuing them, not me. Shut up. I am not liable for the actions of third-party individuals.
Well, we don't even know who they are.
Well, then why are you pursuing me? If you don't know who the hell it is that's harassing you, then you should double down and figure out who that is. Not punishing a vulnerable family. Jesus fucking Christ. I've decided that I'm going to make some skits. I'm going to do a few skits. Some parody videos to make me feel better about that situation and what I had to go through. And I want to present something satirical just to give you an idea as to how fucking absurd some of that shit really was. It was absurd. So that's not against the law for me to do. It's not against the law for me to talk about them. I can say their names. I can say the address. That's not wrong. Because that's public information already. I could stand here and call her fucking crusty all I want. And what the fuck is she gonna do? She's gonna look down at her panties and be like, damn, she's right. Yeah, I could even put a picture of her the manager. I could put a picture of her on the internet and say, don't rent from this person. And that's not illegal. The order has already been made. They are no longer allowed to pursue me for any of that. Because none of that would have occurred if they had just treated me decently, like a human being should be treated, with dignity and respect. Like if they hadn't been using tactics to intimidate me, none of that would have happened. If they just would have conducted the repairs and not endangered the lives of my children and myself, none of that would have occurred. So it's not just me, it's also them, right? They have accountability in that. They just don't want to admit it, which is fine. You don't have to. But you will have to leave me the fuck alone. So, there were a lot of people that told me I wasn't going to be successful in that, and look, I was. Win's a win. I may not have gone through with the trial. I may not have gotten tens of thousands of dollars for them, but I still protected my family at the end of the day from their attack, which was unnecessary, unfucking necessary, especially considering everything that they had put us through.